Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to Higurashi. Last episode, pretty sick. We had a fun Watanashi featuring Natsumi and Miyuki. Good times all around, and now we're following our boy Tomotaki, as I think he's gonna confront Tatano about her scheming, right in the middle of their storage house break-in. So exciting. It was just before Watanashi dedication ceremony. Tatano-san surreptitiously invited me to see the inside of the ritual storehouse, so I went to the recesses of the Fude Shrine grounds with her. And in front of the storehouse, I turned toward her while she was excited and had a sparkle in her eyes and decided to ask her a question.
Takano-san, 正直に答えてほしいんだ。君は何を企んでいる?
Going right for it is kinda crazy.
企む?
Kinda crazy.
どうしたの、次郎さん。突然変なことを聞いて。
ここしばらくの君のことを調べさせてもらった。
For a while now, it's been like 2 days.
高野さん、この前電話で話していた女性。あれは
誰? Nomura.
誰と言われても。電話でお話しする女性なんて山ほどいるわ。一体誰のことを指しているのかしら。
He pleaded ignorance to the bitter end. Still, I noticed Tatano-san unconsciously averting her gaze anytime I looked her in the eye, so I could tell that the question had hit the mark and she was unsettled.
とぼけないでほしい。東京の本部で特定の勢力が最近妙な動きをしていることはすでに調べをつけてある。その一端と君が接触していることもね。
さすが優秀な方ね。
Well, don't give him all the credit. He needed a little push in the right direction.
ますます惚れ直したわ。
As Tatano-san turned a sideways glance this way, sweeping her hair back, I suddenly caught my breath. I could tell she was looking down on me and trying to provoke me, but that mysterious aura was what attracted me to her in the first place.
ねえ、次郎さん。私、あなたが好きよ。
She's going for the wrist strat.
話をそらさないでく
れ。いろいろな男と付き合ってきたけれど、野心も野生味も私には合わなかった。あなたのような固くて真面目な人が一番私にはぴったりの人だった。だから私のすべてを受け止めてもらいたい。高野美代の本当をすべて理解してもらいたいの。
何を理解しようと言うんだい。
That I'm God. Tatano-san chuckled and shrugged her shoulders at the question. There was a dazzling, alluring, and eerie radiance shining from her narrow eyes. It seemed like I could see my reflection in them, so I put strength into my feet to keep them from subconsciously slipping back.
いよいよなの。もうじきなの。私のずっと見続けてきた夢が叶う日がもうすぐやってくるの。
夢だって。
ええ。次郎さんには何度か話したことが。
Obviously, this is very much like the conversation he has in the clinic, but unlike last time, Tatano doesn't have a bunch of mountain dogs, so this is how he gets away, as we saw in the little, like the present time, since this is a flashback.
神と等しき力を手に入れ、神と同格の存在となってこの世に君臨し、そして愚かしくも無力な人間たちに神の罰を下す。
I mean, it's a pretty crazy wish, to be honest.
素敵でしょう。そしてそれはもうすぐ実現する。私の手によってね。
I couldn't keep up with Tatano-san's enrapturing story, so I simply stared vacantly. But I suddenly came to my senses when I realized we'd gotten off topic, so I interrupted to express my thoughts.
君のやろうとしていることは自己欺瞞と自己陶酔の塊だ。僕は管理の立場としてそれを容認するわけにはいかない。だから頼む。今すぐ思い直して計画を中止してほしい。
It's not really in her control, to be honest. Even if she gave up now. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. Because in Sotsu and Go, I guess, when she gives up, she just like tells Jiro, and then he calls the bloody dogs, or whatever the fuck they're called, and then they just arrest all the mountain doggies. So bloodhounds, that's what they are. So I guess it could work, but obviously, in that situation, she actually like fully feels bad about it. This one, at most, she's just gonna be conflicted, but like not even really.
なら、あなた自身はどうなのかしら。
え？
ひなみ沢の研究を3年以内に打ち切れと一方的に通告されて、そしてその理由は自分たちの懐を温めるため、私の研究、そしておじいちゃんの研究を過剰に誇ってひけらかすつもりはない。それでもひたすら人の善意を信じていつかは報われると身を削る思いを重ねてきた私の気持ちを、あなたにだけは分かってもらえると思うのは私の傲慢かしら。
That's right, Tatano. Even if he doesn't, I understand you. It's not a good future for you, man. Oh man, you know how they killed Tepe and Rina? I hope they keep Tatano alive. Because obviously this is gonna be a good fragment, so she's gonna lose, but like hopefully they don't kill her off like all the other villains. Because you know, this arc's really based. If she lives, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is my Matsuri Bayashi. But if she dies, despite all the Miya and Tsukichi stuff, I don't know, it's a hard one. Can't kill Tatano, man. You kidding me? She has the best theme. And by theme, I mean, Dear You... What's it called? Battle? I forgot what the actual one's called. You know, whatever the intro song is for her videos.
坂道を下る機関車と同じで動き出したらもう止まることはできない。私はひなみ沢症候群の研究に自分のすべてをかけてきた。それを金のことしか考えられないクズどものエゴで潰され、私はもう空っぽなの。だとしたら最後くらい私にだって自分の夢を叶える機会があっても不公平じゃないと思うのだけど。
そのために多くの命を踏み台にしてか。
Yeah.
結局ね、人間はいつも一人なのよ。
There are like 80% of them are like old anyway. I'm joking, but
自分の欲望を満たすためなら正義とか倫理なんて平気な顔でドブに捨てるわ。それは歴史が証明している。違うかしら？
probably disagree with that. It's not exactly a factual statement, though I'm sure there's some truth to it. Chasing your goals, you do have to give up a lot if you truly want to dial in, focus up, but it's not necessarily true for every situation.
そして歴史に名を残してきたのは
It's not true
そんな人
either.
たち。
Though there is a lot of examples for sure, but it's not like you don't have to.
正直者はバカを見る。よく言ったものよね。
高野さん、落ち着いて考え直してくれ。
Tatano, please. I like being your boyfriend. Don't make me arrest you, man.
君は少なくとも僕の知っている君は
I mean,
そんな人では
okay.
ないはずだ。
Come on, Tomotachi. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the normal Tatano. It kind of is, but she has been, like, gaslit to hell by Nomura. So she's, like, she is kind of crazy right now. But also, you know, normal Tatano is kind of crazy, but she's a little more crazy than normal.
あらあら二郎さん、そんなあなたの青臭いところとっても好きよ。でも残念、私は元からこういう人間なの。
Yeah, kinda, but not fully, not fully. Normal, level-headed Tatsuno, not gaslit, probably wouldn't murder the whole village. Probably. She'd kill a couple people, but not the whole village, okay?
この手は血みどろ。その匂いとその感触と味を知ってしまったらもう戻れない。戻るつもりもないけどね。
高野さん。
Just then, I heard an unnatural rustling among the trees, and I sensed a damp breath, clearly distinct from the wind.
まさか高野さん。
ねえ、二郎さん。
She called the dog-used man. Should have made your move and just handcuffed her or something. I don't know what you could really do.
私はね、あなたのことがとても好き。黙って協力してくれたら、報酬はもちろん思いのまま。もしあなたが望むなら、私のすべて、そして残る時間をみんなあなたに捧げてもいい。
Listen, hold up. I'm pretty sure I said this in Matsurubayashi. It's a hard deal, alright? Weaker men would have accepted it. What would I do in that situation? I don't know. I don't have to choose because I'm not in it, but you gotta give it to Tomotachi for saying, no, I won't let you kill 2,000 people to stay in a relationship with you. I know, it's hard. It's hard. And I'm only being half sarcastic. But yeah, oh
それだ
man.
けはあなたにだけ私のことを話したよ。
My queen. My
私の
queen
正直な気
Tatano.
持ち。だから時間はかけてもいい。考えてくれないかしら。
Well, obviously he doesn't say yes because he's booking it in the woods right now, but wouldn't it? I mean, I was trying to say, what if there was an arc where Tomotachi agreed to join with Tatano, but then we're just fought because then it's just GG. No bloodhounds, no win for sure.
残念だ。
Well, maybe not for sure, but it helps a lot.
君
Yep.
たちを君を見逃すわけにはいか
This
ない
is classic Tomotachi. Mind before penis. Very, honestly, very strong man. Gotta respect the mental.
そう。
Gotta respect the mental.
残念だわ。
Ah,
どうに
I'm scared. Those eyes do not look natural. Run away! I'd run away now. Whoa! Oh yeah, she has the dawn, the blicky. Or did we actually run away? I think we got away.
はいこれ。
Oh, I thought we were gonna see the chase scene, but I'll take some. Hitting me back with some Mion X Keiichi, possibly, though I think they're just dumping the cotton in the river, but one can hope.
お、サンキュー。
Oh, I'm praying for some more moments. I mean, honestly, they don't even need to give me any more Keiichi X Mion moments. They gave me, like, more than enough. Honestly, more than I expected, but if they want to keep showering it on, I'm not gonna say no, man. I'm not gonna say no. Mion handed me a lump of cotton, and I squatted down on the edge of the riverbank and gently set it adrift. Tons of little snowball clumps were drifting down the dimly lit river, giving the area an otherworldly atmosphere.
いいな、こういうのって。
Mion gently responded, yeah, to my casual mutterings. Then she gently knelt down beside me and held my hand tight. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, goosebumps.
お疲れ様、ケイちゃん。
Goosebumps, man. If Tatano has a goated ending, I mean, I love the ending for her in normal Higurashi. She gets like therapy or whatever with Tomodachi, but give me a goated ending. I don't know, man. Matsubayashi Ice Snooze. That might be the official ranking. But like the only problem with this art is the fact that Ura's connected to it, and I love Ura. They're actually both really fun arts, but they're like it kind of ruined the pacing because I had to like remember what the heck was happening in this art, man. Kind of, I mean, but you know, I was told by everyone to read them as they were intended. Because if you combine them into one giant art, it's a little long, for sure.
おかげで盛り上がったよ。
Anyways, back to the action here.
みんなのおかげだ。俺一人じゃ何もできなかったしな。
それで
Just
も
humble.
ここまで盛況に仕立てたのはケイちゃんがいたからだよ。それはみんなわかってる。もちろん私だって。
Kiss. Nah, we're going too far. Sorry, if it felt like this really feels like they're holding hands, kneeling by the river bend. Could be a kiss soon. Look at this. Look at this. Mia looked directly at me and smiled as she said that. Those few words completely blew away all the stress and fatigue from all the running I've been doing in the past few weeks.
あのさ、ケイちゃん。
なんだ？
その一人で抱え込まないでね。
I'm not crazy. This is a kiss setup. But they won't do it because they're cowards. I know it, but I mean, I can't even call this guy a coward. This is crazy. Oh, dude, I'm too amped right now. I remained silent and gazed at the flowing water. Mion leaned her cheek against my shoulder while squeezing my hand tighter. Excuse me?
シオンからちょっとだけ話聞いた。
Someone put a CG here? Why is there no CG on stream? That's all I'm saying.
ケイちゃんがなんかすごく大きなことを調べて回ってるって。
Oh yeah, we're doing something crazy.
リカちゃんと一緒に。私たちにも言えないことなの？
It's not my call. I'm pretty sure Rita told us not to. Though we definitely probably should, honestly. At this point. I couldn't say anything more than that. It's not my place to see. There's indeed a conspiracy lurking behind Hinamizawa that we're pursuing. And also Tatano-san's true identity. It would be so much easier and more encouraging if I could talk it over and ask for help. In fact, I considered sharing the details with Mion more than once or twice in the past. But even so, our enemy is strong and cunning. Our movements are hard to notice when we are acting on a small scale, but as our number of allies increases, so does the chance that our foes' watchful eyes will detect something, making our chances of that much smaller. I guess. Well, I don't know, man. That could very likely result in us irresponsibly getting everyone involved. I feel like if you just told the Sonozakis and they got the whole Yakuza gang ready, they can probably own the Mountain Gods, let's be honest. They're kind of pussies. I don't know if they can stop everything from happening, but they'd slap the doggies. Maybe. Maybe. So I can't say anything yet. We still don't have enough information, so this isn't the right time to confess.
わかった。信じるよ、私。
ミオ。
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I turned toward Mia and she was giving me a warm smile. Is her head still on my shoulder sorry, Keiichi's shoulder while holding hands?
ケイちゃんが秘密にするってことは、私たちのことを思ってなんでしょ？だったら、私は何も聞かない。たとえどんなことがあっても、私はケイちゃんの選んだ方法を信じるし、ケイちゃんが正しいって誰にでも胸張って言ってみせる。
すまん。
でもね、ケイちゃん、約束して。助けが必要になったら絶対に遠慮なんかしないって。
Noted.
私はいつでもケイちゃんの味方だし、最高の仲間のつもりでい
Don't
るんだからさ。
friend zone yourself. You don't need to at this point, Mion. Please, please. Don't gatekeep yourself right in this moment. Stay strong.
あ、わかった。
After hearing that, Mion gave me a firm nod and said, "Alright, then got up and wiped the dirt from her knees." Then she gave me a strong pat on the shoulder and a cheerful, energetic smile. Did she just friend zone herself? That's crazy. Too bad. Dude, that was the closest we've ever got, man. The most physical contact ever. I'm just saying, Renafans. Hand holding, shoulder on head. Top that, motherfuckers.
期待してるよ、院長さん。
Romantically by a river.
じゃあね。
Mion waved her hand. Okay. Oh man. I'm wilding right now. Mion waved her hand as she said that, then ran over to the old folks gathered on the side of the riverbed. I was thankful to all of Mion's concerns and very sorry about it.
圭一、
You were snooping? A voice called her from behind. Looking back, it was Rita-chan. What the heck? She was watching the whole time?
ミーは何か言ってましたか？
いや、ただ俺たちのことには気づいてるみたいだった。俺たちが言い出すまでは知らないふりをしてくれてるんだろうな。
I mean, she literally just told us. I guess we're saying that. Yeah, okay.
過剰に動けば高野たちが計画を早めるかもしれません。
Yeah, but like, you know, other knowledge. They literally never found out. We had a full surprise attack on them when we informed everyone plus Oishi and some other people, so we're being a little too cautious. But I understand it as.
だな。
We continued to stare at the surface of the water. The cotton balls flowing down the river had already drifted downstream, turning the river back to normal.
行く川の流れは絶えずして、しかも元の流れにあらずか。
Deep and true, kind of.
何ですか？それは。
北条記だ。大昔のエッセイ。
北条記? Secret Satoko ancestor.
時間の流れは止めどもなく続いているが、その中にある出来事は一つとして同じものがないって意味だよ。
そうなのでしょうか。
Rita had a lonely smile on her face as she threw those words out.
幾千度、もう正確な数を忘れてしまうくらい同じ時を過ごしてきましたのです。
Yeah, but they're like never the same event, technically.
でも重ねれば重ねるほど
Kinda. This there are like repeats of certain events, but the whole timeline is never the same.
飽き飽きしてきました。
I think. Actually, I don't know that. Maybe there are some.
運命が無限に存在するという言葉は、それを経験したことのない人のたわごとだと僕は思いますですよ。
そうかもな。でもそれはリカちゃんが同じ選択を選び続けて
Kind of true. She doesn't really adapt at all.
随分
She's just
決
rolling.
めつけてくれるので
She
す。
doesn't even try to put some spin on the dice.
圭一に僕の何がわかるのですか？
I mean, you can cope, Rita. I mean, she does try, but she kind of gave up. Out of the blue, Rita-chan raised her head and spoke like she was offended.
同じ選択なんてそんな面白くもないことを僕が望んだとでも思いますですか？嬉しさも驚きも二度続けば面白くないのです。だから僕はずっと変わった何かが起こることを楽しみにしていました。いつも意外性を求め続けていたのですよ。ですが圭一、運命の分岐は無限ではありませんのです。僕はそれを知ってしまったから。だから
それこそリカちゃんの決めつけだろ。違うか？
Insisted further to Rita-chan. I mean, she does have a big sample size, but yeah, it's just her assumption.
リカちゃんはこの世界が今までに経験したことのないものだと 前に言ってたよな。だったらまだ運命は打ち止めじゃない。可能性は有限かもしれないが、全てを見つけたと思うのは早すぎる。
True, you need to loop at least 1,000,000 times, then I'll take you
だから
seriously.
もう少し頑張って探してみようぜ。
Amateur looper.
先に見えるのが袋小路だったとしてもですか？
それを決めたのは誰だ？運命でも神様でもない。それはリカちゃん自身じゃないか。
I mean, those routes were a dead end because she died, but yeah,
だから
also
信じて
true.
みようぜ。
Have faith also.
まだ選択が残ってるかどうかさ。
Believe.
そうで
And
すね。
actually try hard.
かけてみようと
Focus
思
up,
います
kid.
です。もうこれが最後でしょうから。
I bitterly smiled from the depths of my heart, even though there was no helping it. Rita-chan just can't help break the habit of sounding desperate. At least if he could find the girl who was always together with Rita-chan, that Hanyu girl, then the situation could change a little more. Just then... Hanyu? Hanyu? When the moon emerged from the clouds and the surrounding area was a little more brightly lit, as Rika-chan gazed at the flowing river, I heard her gasp.
どうしたんだリカちゃん。
Wild Hanyu?
嘘。そんな。
What's happening?
じゃあ今ここにいる僕はまさか。
What?
リカちゃん
What's
おい
happening?
リカちゃん
She was trembling. Her whole body was shaking and her eyes were opened so wide. I could make out her expression even in the dark, as Rita-chan clung to her head and stepped back. And after about 3 steps, she bumped into a large stone that she didn't realize was there and let out a brief scream as she fell to her butt on the spot.
大丈夫かリカちゃん。立てるか？怪我してなきゃいいんだけど。
When I rushed to her side and offered her hand, Rita-chan just absent-mindedly stared at it. For some reason, she had tensed up and gotten stuck in a state of not knowing if she should reach her hand out or not. Her small frame was still lightly trembling, her face looked a little pale, and her eyes were out of focus. What's
本当に
happening?
大丈夫かリカちゃん。
I don't even know.
まだ監督も残っているはずだから。
What'd she
すぐに
see,
呼んで。
man? I don't even know what she was
平気な
implying
ので
too.
す。このまま家に帰ってゆっくり休みま。
Suddenly, Rita-chan jumped to her feet like she was being repelled by something, and she turned toward the mountains behind her with a sharp look in her eyes. Then she held her breath and vigilantly watched the surrounding area like she was searching for signs of something. And then...
富竹が危ない。
What that? Her Tomodachi senses were tingling?
え？
一緒に来てください、ケイイチ。富竹が追われていますのです。
How'd you know that, man? Save him. How much time had passed since then? Fortunately, I was able to escape too deep in the mountains before the mountain dogs could catch me, but the pursuers still managed to encircle me and cut off my escape route. And to make things worse, the fireworks at the festival served as a effective camouflage behind the sound of gunfire. They weren't resorting to rapid fire, but they had already fired several shots, and I was in extreme danger of getting hit. Escape may no longer be possible, in which case...
せめてリカちゃんには
That was all I could think about as I ran through the hilly countryside, desperately searching for a way out, but... My frantically moving legs suddenly came to a halt as my thoughts turned to despair, because the scene spread out before my eyes was a swamp.
バッチキュスか
Bro ran into the swamp.
諦 諦めないで。
Oh,
気持ちが折れたら
flat text,
そこで
white
おしまいよ。
screen, white background buff. It works every time. Oof. As we climbed the dark mountain trail, guided by the light of a small flashlight, along the way we heard a loud and distinct splashing sound coming from the direction of the valley. That's right, there should be a small swamp just a short ways ahead of here. Okay, so this isn't Onidofuchi, it's just some other swamp. I've never seen it up close, but the adults have warned me it's dangerous and I shouldn't go near it. And considering how loud the splash sounded, I doubt it was just something as benign as a rock falling in. Yeah, it sounded more like a person falling in.
そんな富武がまさか。
Save him. Rita-chan ran back down the trail where we were headed up and then charged up a steep slope to peek down from a nearby cliff. But even when we aimed our flashlights, the darkness beyond was so deep we could hardly see anything at all. In fact, I couldn't even see my feet on the ground, so one wrong step and I might end up tumbling to the bottom of the valley.
返事をしてくださいなのです。
危ない、リカちゃん。それ以上は本当に落ちるぞ。
Do not want that. Even so, Rita-chan was dead set on shouting down the cliff, so I desperately tried to hold her back. Rita-chan seemed to finally come to her senses. She bit at her lip with a painful look on her face and plopped down on the spot while clinging to her head.
この下に富武さんが。
わからないのです。でも感じましたの
The
です。
Tomodachi senses, man.
富武がこの山の中を逃げ回っていて、そして
I braced myself against a tree trunk to stand up, then turned off my flashlight to be safe and took a look around. Indeed, I could see unnatural lights flashing at irregular intervals as they moved between the trees, which corroborated what Rita-chan was saying. I felt the need to go investigate, but we were unarmed, and what's more, Rita-chan aside, I wasn't used to running on dimly lit mountain roads. It's no use, there's nothing more we could do here. After making certain the lights were heading away from us, I knelt down in front of Rita-chan and said, "Let's head back."
このままここにいたって何もできないぜ。一旦戻って赤坂さんたちに相談しよう。それでいいかな、リカちゃん。
Meep.
わかりましたのです。
Hopefully he can swim.
ここは一時撤退なのですよ。
Plus, I mean, we could easily blow your cover too, if you just keep yelling and stuff. The doggies will hear you. As she said that, Rita-chan rose to her feet with a reluctant look on her face, but just then... What the heck? Thumbnail? Aw, man, it's actually a pretty sick thumbnail. I was down to cook with the edited thumbnail with some Miotsukushi-hen action, but we'll take Falling Rika. That moment. It happened so fast that neither Rita-chan nor I could have processed it. We couldn't understand what was going on. But the ground beneath her feet crumbled and fell. Rita-chan's small body flew into the air, and it seemed to be swallowed by the darkness. That is unfortunate. Jesus. When my thoughts finally began to catch up, I realized that Rita-chan disappeared right in front of me. And then... The ground in front of me had collapsed, leaving a massive hole leading to the darkness?
リカちゃん、リカちゃん、リカちゃん、リカちゃん。
Actually unlucky. I shouted so much I made my voice hoarse, but I received no response. Only silence and a freezing chill that coursed through my entire body.
ターゲット、電気銃で狙撃。
Tased and fell into a swamp. But anyways, we gotta end here, man. What an episode. Little Takino Tomodachi banter, little Miyana Tsukichi action, little falling Rita action, got everything you ever wanted. Well, at least one thing, probably. But yeah, thanks for watching. Next time, Rita might be in a swamp, Tomodachi might be in a swamp. We got some snipers with tasers. It's crazy out here. What will happen? You just have to see next time on Higurashi. Later.